was not a member of the Committee of Five that drafted the Declaration of Independence. So I'm going to say we want to know who the Committee of Five is. And it says which of the following was not. Shouldn't it say who was not a member of the Committee of Five that drafted the Declaration of Independence? Or who was not a member of the Committee of Five who drafted, you could even say who drafted the Declaration of Independence. Okay, so we know Thomas Jefferson authored the Declaration of Independence, so we can rule him out. He's the most synonymous and most remembered person when thinking about the Declaration of Independence, so we can rule that out. But as I said in our previous question, he didn't do it by himself. There was a team, there was a committee, but even through the committee there was debates and input as to what should or should not go in. Famously, Thomas Jefferson tried blaming King George III for slavery. However, in the list of grievances, South Carolina and Georgia pushed back and wanted it removed. So that's just one example. So was it Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, or George Washington? Okay, Benjamin Franklin was a prolific writer, as was John Adams. George Washington didn't really write as much during the Revolution. And I also know something about George Washington. He is the leader of the army. So I'm going to assume, I believe it's a fair historical analysis or connection here. I'm going to connect the dots here and say if he is the leader of the army, it's very unlikely that he's sitting in the room writing the Declaration of Independence. I don't think he can be in two places at one time. He can't be in the room writing it out while on the battlefield engaging in fights. So that's supposed to represent explosions and fighting. So which one is it? Is he in the room or is he out on the battlefield? I'm going to say that John Adams, being the writer that he was a part of it. Benjamin Franklin was a part of it. But knowing that George Washington was the army leader, it just seems like too much responsibility for one man. And how can he be in two places at the same time? He's either writing the Declaration or he's on the battlefield. It has to be one or the other. So the answer is George Washington. He was not a member of the Committee of Five.